Between Two Yetis with Sean Smith from MIASF. How you doing, Sean?
Doing well. Thank you for having me today.
It's the final day of the show. We're nearly there.
Almost there. Last day.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about who you are, company you're with, and where we are as well.
Sure. So I'm Sean Smith, like you said. I am the Director of Development for the Marine Industry Association of South Florida.
Perfect.
And the host of the Salty Jobs video series.
Okay.
So we're sitting here at the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, right in front of the MIASF Hospitality Lounge, the Grand Floridian.
Mm-hmm.
It's a charter yacht by Charter One. They've been doing the show with us for at least the 4 years I've been here, I think beyond that.
Yep.
Do a fantastic job, and been a really great show so far.
It is, absolutely. Correct me if I'm wrong, MIASF owns the boat show, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us, I've seen huge improvements at the show this year. Can you just tell us a little bit about what's going on over the 7 locations? 7 or 6?
7 locations.
7 locations.
So same 7 locations of the show. As you see walking around, we have all new floating docks, new flooring in a lot of the tents, new carpet, some things changed. A little security's been increased a little bit, which is keeping us all safe. That's a good thing.
A little bit might be understating it a tad, but yeah.
Hey, it's necessary in today's world.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more, but it's actually been very impressive coming in, the checks, the police walking around, making sure everyone's safe and makes everyone feel comfortable.
Well, and I think beyond that, they've been very efficient with everything.
Absolutely.
I mean, they've been getting people in and out. They're still searching everybody. I see them searching bags, patting people down, and making us feel safe.
Do you know how much has been spent? Because these new floating docks are beautiful. In the years past, they've always in a little bit of state of repair, but this is absolutely gorgeous.
I don't have an exact dollar amount, but I know they've sunk some serious money into redoing everything.
Even the floors and the tents are just beautiful.
Oh, the floors are awesome in there.
Yeah, but let's talk about what you really do, which is Salty Jobs.
So Salty Jobs, that's a video series we do at the Marine Industry Association. I'm the host. And what I do is I go and I work a day in different marine businesses, make little 3-4 minute YouTube videos out of it.
Okay.
And it's a recruitment tool. It's to show middle school, high school, young adults, different career opportunities in our industry.
Right.
And so I'll go and I'll work a day in the shoes of different employees in our industry. So I do a day with Frank and Jimmy's, a day in the life of propeller technician. I'll do a day in the life of running gear mechanic, a day in the life of a diesel mechanic, a day in the life of towboat captain, the yacht broker, etc.
How was the towboat captain? Was that kind of fun?
Towboat captain was pretty cool.
What's your most favorite one so far?
Favorite one I've done so far was probably with Nautical Ventures.
Okay.
Just because we did a sales episode, we did it at one of the shows where they had a giant pool that they show off all the water equipment. And for me, a lot of those things, the water bike, the sea bob, I've never gotten to use those before.
Absolutely, very few people have, I would assume.
No, it's harder than it looks. I wasn't too great at all of them, but it was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, I fell more than a few times.
But so, how do they're at the show, right, the Nautical Ventures?
Yes, they are.
And they got people demonstrating it?
Yeah, so what they do is they set up a giant pool they call an aqua zone, and they have live demonstrations of all the water equipment. The young lady who was actually demonstrating the flyboard, #1 ranked in the world for women's flyboard.
And it's a sport now?
It's a sport now, yeah.
And that's the board you strap to your feet and you fly?
It shoots the stream of water and you fly up in the air. Yeah, it's really cool.
That's probably going to be the Olympics soon, isn't it?
You'd like to see, at least the X Games.
And as jobs go, that's a pretty good one.
It's not a bad job.
What's the dirtiest job you've done, like the other series that we may have seen on TV?
So the dirtiest job I've done so far? Hard to say. Director was probably dirty. I did a bottom job, spraying off the bottom of the boat, power washing, so the stuff coming off the boat sprays on you, that sort of thing.
Yep.
But I wore the right protective equipment.
But was it
covered
fun?
Myself. It was a lot of fun.
What can we expect from Salty Jobs coming forward? Because like you said, you use this in schools, and has the reaction been pretty good?
Reaction's been great. The kids have bought in very well. We had 5 or 6 school groups come through and tour the show this year. I actually took a group from Dillard around on Friday.
Okay.
And the kids, I mean, eyes the size of quarters as they're walking around looking at these boats. A lot of these kids have never been exposed to anything like this.
Why is there a need for this TV show in today's market? Are we not having enough training jobs? Is everyone going to college to learn silly things? Or well, are we lacking technicians, are we?
Part of the problem is we're lacking technicians, we're lacking trade skills, and we only communicate with ourselves. I'll go and I'll speak to a group of students and I'll say, how many of you know about the marine industry? Maybe 5 hands. How many of your parents work in the industry? Same 5 kids. So outside of those who have been exposed to their parents, nobody's finding out about us.
Yeah.
I grew up down here, did sports management as my career, got my bachelor's degree in sports management, did a master's with a focus in sport management. Wasn't until I found out how hard the ladder is to climb in sports management that I talked to a professor who pointed me in the direction of the marine industry.
Okay.
So grew up with this in my backyard, $8.8 billion a year industry just in Broward County, 110,000 jobs, wages are 28% higher than the state average, and I had no idea.
Huh.
And so if I
28% higher than the state.
28% higher than the state average in the marine industry here in Florida.
Good heavens, because I obviously my day job is selling underwater lights for boats. Biggest problem people have who sell our product is finding good technicians and people who want to work.
Absolutely.
So is that just for what you're doing is trying to really bolster those kind of enrollment numbers?
Trying to
right?
bolster trade skills across the board. The American motto of go to university, go to university, go to university doesn't benefit everybody.
That's a Western ideal. In Europe, it's exactly the same.
It is the same way over there?
Absolutely. Not enough tradespeople, and at all different college degrees in uselessness, basically.
Well, and at the end of the day, not everyone's meant for it. I have people I went to college for working in bars, working in restaurants, doing things that have nothing to do with the degree they paid all this money for.
Yep.
And so if you can get a skill, a trade skill, that's something, A, no one will ever take away from you.
Yep.
If you're a good technician, you have that your entire life. B, you don't have to get yourself in a ton of debt. You can go to a trade school or a local community college and get a very nice program there, usually a 1 or 2 year program. And B, you can make, or C, you can make very good money. I mean,
So
wages are great.
how many trade schools do we have in Broward County?
In Broward County, so the Broward County trade schools, we have Atlantic Technical, Sheridan, McFadder, we have Broward College, and then there's a lot of other programs and stuff like that as well. Miami has a marine technical program. Palm Beach State College has some great programs with some of the stuff they do.
And do you get some of the clients you work with to sponsor kids that want to go through these programs to then work back in their businesses, or is that something that hopefully maybe will coming?
So what we do with the Plywood Regatta event, so plywood every year we do for middle school and high school kids. We give them 2 sheets of plywood, some zip ties, some 5200 caulking, work with maybe 300 kids. We put them in teams of 6 to 8, and they actually build their own boat in a matter of 8 hours.
Huh,
They
that's
paint
cool.
them, they decorate them, well, it goes even farther than that. The next day they put them in the water and they race them against each other.
And the sink rate on these boats?
Pretty high. We have what we like to joke as the Future Yacht Broker Award, basically saying if you can't build them, start learning how to sell them. So,
Okay.
But the whole point of that is all the proceeds from that event go towards scholarships for kids looking to pursue marine careers.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So yeah, we give a few scholarships out every year, and we're happy to keep bolstering that.
And where's your next episode going to be? You're going to look. You got one booked in? Something a bit dirtier than directors, or?
Well,
don't
so we have a
name?
couple in the books. I did one with Advanced Mechanical, which look for that. Will be coming out soon.
The alignment people.
The alignment people.
Yeah, yeah.
We actually did a sea trial, so
Oh, I want to see that one.
not a bad gig. You know, we left out of Bahia Mar in the middle of a day, gorgeous day, and
Yep.
spent 3 hours out on the open ocean.
Can't be bad.
Can't beat that.
How do people watching this? How do they watch your channel or get in touch with you?
They can find us online, saltyjobs.org, or if you just want to go to YouTube and type in Salty Jobs, all the videos will pop up right there.
Sean, thank you very much for your time.
Zach, I really appreciate you having me here today, and thank you for everything you guys do.
Not a problem at all. Thank you for being on, and we will try and survive this blistering heat today.
Hey, last one.
Last one.